Okay, in the view you see the Babes Liten spindle set up, and please excuse the background. Most of what's in this room is being packed up. Um, the angle of the camera is a little bit off, but the wheel itself is set up rectangular. That view, you're looking at the end of the spindle, and these are the different size whorls that you just move the belt from whorl to whorl, but it's really the spaces in between the whorl. So right now, where I have it is really for long staple wool, and the smallest whorl down here would be for cotton. Now, I have to say, when I first bought this, and then had a slight issue with the wheel moving, I was a little disappointed in it, but now that I have put that extra screw in, there is absolutely no issue at all with this wheel. And I'm spinning black alpaca. Now what I wanted to show you is that this is very much like the book Charkha, because you don't have to continue spinning all the time. You can just spin to put twist into the yarn and then pull the fiber out to let the twist move up further into the yarn. Then you just turn it backwards, or to the left in this case, because I'm right-handed. Wind it onto the spindle and continue spinning. Now, I currently have 3 spinning wheels. I have my hitchhiker floor wheel, a book Charkha, and this Babe's Charkha, and then I have numerous hand spindles. And you might wonder, why do you need 3 spinning wheels? Well, you can divide them up different ways, and you don't have to divide them up at all. You can just pick whatever one you want to use. But this wheel, according to the Babe's website, was really designed for spinning silk. Little Liten spindle means little spider, and spider silk. That means you can spin a very fine yarn. I have also already spun on here a worsted weight yarn, so it doesn't have to be very fine. So it's a versatile wheel. I have a pound of alpaca to spin. So this is now set up for when I want to spin the alpaca. I have white wool to spin, and I have gray wool to spin. So if you're going to spin every once in a while, you can put one each of your wools on a different wheel and then just go to that wheel. You can also divide it up by fiber. The book Charkhas were originally designed for cotton. You could spin cotton on that. For most of my spinning, I have more or less designated the book Charkha for cotton and the floor wheel, the hitchhiker wheel, for wool. And now with this Babes, I actually have a third choice. And I could still do that. I could have the book Charkha be for cotton, the floor wheel be for any of the wools, and then this one for alpaca. I'm liking this wheel more now that I put that little screw in. And this is so typical of probably any product that doesn't come with the directions. I just didn't notice that screw, and what was happening was the wheel would vibrate just a little and the belt would slide off, and I didn't feel like I had the control I wanted. With that screw in there now, there isn't even a problem. And I've been doing some Barbie knitting for stress relief, really. And there's a whole long story behind it, but my mother used to knit all my Barbie clothes and then give me the leftover yarns that I would spool knit. That's when I was a kid. I actually have the original Barbie clothing patterns that came in the Barbie knitting kits, and I'm going to be making some Barbie clothes. So this alpaca may end up being a Barbie coat and pillbox hat. And that is where alpaca is very expensive. And you might have other dolls. You know, another thing you could make is mittens. You can buy a small amount of fiber and pick out something that you like in particular, and then use this very nice fiber for whatever that item is. A lot of people pick socks, but this would be absolutely gorgeous as a Barbie coat and pillbox hat. And it ties right in with Barbie, who was, you know, the fashion queen, the fashion model. So all of this, spinning, knitting or crocheting, weaving, it's all productive. It's a good way to find American products. If you can, this wheel was invented by an American, is made in America, of simple American parts. It's just a wonderful lifestyle to embrace, because you can then make your own yarn instead of looking at 15 different stores to find the right price for the right fiber. In my opinion, I was looking for some wool. I went to like 5 or 6 websites, and then I turn around and I'm like, I can just make it. I can make it. And that's what you can do.